Hello students, how are you all? Hope all of you are well, and I request each and every student and their parents also to stay at home so they can be safe. There is only one solution of this COVID-19, as our Prime Minister had also said, stay home, stay safe. So we have to stay safe by staying home. So for that only we have brought you some of the classes like video classes, online video classes. As you all are understanding, I hope that what I want to say during this COVID-19, we have to understand about learning also. We should not sit, we should not do time pass. Whatever the subjects we are getting, we must read that subject. As we do not have textbook, we can go through the online. As I have sent you the link also, through that you can download your NCERT textbook, and whatever I am explaining you, the main thing that whatever I am explaining you, try to understand that thing. So today our main topics are what is plastic, what are the types of plastic, uses of plastics, and plastics and the environment. So let's start beginning from the plastic. As in the previous video I had described about what is plastic. All of you have heard also what is plastic. Can you tell me? Plastics are also synthetic polymers. Plastics are also synthetic polymers. The monomers in the plastics are either linked in the straight chain or in the cross-linked chain. Means in the previous video I had explained you about what is plastic. They are also monomers, just like polymers I had said you. There are monomers linked chain. They are linked especially in the cross chain, and they are linked in a straight chain. So there are two types, straight link polymers and cross link polymers. After that I had described you about the examples of straight link polymer and examples of cross link. Can you tell me one example of straight link polymer? I had informed you polythene is polythene is an example of straight line polymer, and vulcanized rubber is an example of cross link polymer, right? Have you heard about it? If you have not heard, then you can go to the previous video, you can learn these all things. Now I will tell you about something about the types of plastic. Can you tell me what are the types of plastics? How many types of plastic? I have informed you there are two types of plastic, right? I hope all of you understand what I want to say. There are especially two types of plastic. They are thermoplastic and thermosetting plastics, right? So plasticity is the property by which an object can be molded and retains its property and retains shape after molding also. Plastic has a property called plasticity, and plasticity is a property that after molding they retain the shape and they can be molded again. That is the property of plastic. So there are two types of plastic. First is thermoplastic and second is thermosetting plastic. What is thermoplastic? As I had informed you, thermoplastics are made up of straight chains, straight chain polymers or lightly cross-linked polymers. What is the straight line polymer or straight chain polymer? I had informed you in the previous video. You can go and you can check what are the shape and structure of straight line polymer and what are the shape and structure of cross line polymer. So as I described you about, the thermoplastics are the straight line polymers or straight chain polymers or lightly cross-linked, little bit they are cross-linked. So this class of plastic can be melted and molded into the desired shape again and again. Means what I want to say about the thermoplastic is, thermoplastic, as you have made one shape, again you can mold and again you can make it into the another shape. If you want to again mold, then again you can mold into the another shape. And what about the thermosetting plastic? Thermosetting plastic can be molded only and only at once. If you have molded into one shape and after that you are thinking that I should mold again, then it's not possible. They are crossed linked chains, so that's why only once they can be molded, another time they can't be molded. Now what are the properties of plastic? The first I'm talking about they are very light in weight, they are strong also, they can be thick, they can be rigid, or they can be flexible also, they can be transparent or they can be opaque also. They are especially very cheaper in rate in comparison to the wood or any other synthetic material, so it can be used in a cheap rate, it can be used in a flexible way, it can be transparent, and it is very light in weight. Plastic do not react with air and water. The most important thing, if you give water on the wood, after a few years you will see that wood is not able to use. But if you give if you give water or air on the plastic, it does not take reaction. Especially they are often used to store chemicals and other substances also. Plastics are used to store chemicals also, but these wooden materials can't store the chemicals. They will be burnt, or they are also having a resistant to insects and bacteria. They can protect either chemicals or other substances also from bacteria and insects. They are good insulators of heat and electricity. You may have seen that your mother is cooking in the kitchen, so you can see a pressure cooker. The pressure cookers handles, you will see they are having on the handle the plastics cover are there. So that is specially due to that they are not a good conductor. They are poor conductor of heats, and they are good insulators of heat and electricity. So this is why plastic is often made to cover electrical wires and handles of cookware. They are good insulators. They are not good conductor. They are good insulator. Insulators means poor conductor or bad conductor. That's why the handware of cookwares are specially made up of plastics. And I had informed you about the characteristics and the uses, especially about the polythene, PET, PVC, thermocol, Teflon, perspex, melamine and bakelite, how they are used in the switch handles and many more things. Today we will discuss main topic is plastics and the environment. Now question is what? You may have seen 2 or 3 years ago, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi had tried to ban the plastic, but it was not possible, because nowadays a life without plastic is very difficult. But whatever till we can reduce, we should reduce it. So first of all, plastic has a wide range of domestic and industrial uses, but they are usually not biodegradable. They cannot be decomposed by microorganisms and therefore pose a threat to the environment. What I want to say, plastic, nowadays we are using thousands or lakhs of materials of plastics. You may have seen on the televisions also the different types of plastic brand are also being selling. But what is the real fact is that if you do not use plastic, then you have to use very costly materials. It should be very heavy in weight. So we have to use some of the, as for example, if I talk about the chair, I want to sit on a chair. Earlier days, wooden chairs were there. You will go in the bank, you will see steel chairs are there. Yeah, I know the plastic is non-biodegradable. They can't be decomposed. They can't be eaten by the bacteria and fungus. But then also we have a uses of plastic. We can't directly live without a plastic. Yeah, but whatever should be banned, at least that should, especially for the eating items, we should not take that polythene bags. So that plastic should be banned. But whatever is compulsory, whatever is necessary, that must be used. So plastics cannot be broken down or decomposed by the bacteria or other organism. Such substances are called non-biodegradable. So as I have informed you about biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Biodegradable means a substance which can be decomposed by the bacteria and fungus is called biodegradable, and non-biodegradable means a substance which can't be decomposed by the bacteria and fungus is called non-biodegradable. So here plastics are non-biodegradable. They are buried ground over the years. As a result, rainwater cannot percolate through the soil. This leads lower the water table. Yes, if you have leave the plastics anywhere and that plastics has gone to the soil, so as the rainy season comes, so that plastic layer do not allow the water to go inside it. Remember this word. So that's why sometimes what happens, due to this plastics, the ground table means the water table inside the soil, it is being dried also. So remember, dear students, we should not throw plastic anywhere. Okay, they cannot be decomposed by burning, as they give poisonous gases. Here some of the person thinks that we'll burn the plastic, if it is not being decomposed then we can burn. But remember, dear students, if we are burning to the plastic, they gives carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a very poisonous gas, very poisonous gas. So we can't store food also in the plastic because it is very harmful. It gives toxic chemicals and a person can die also by leaching the containers into the food. So remember, you can't take food into the plastic. What happens generally, we bring something outside food into the plastic, and since it is heat and warm, so for a little time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maximum to maximum half an hour, till that it can be stored. But if you are storing for a long time, as you are in the journey, 2 days, 3 days, or 10 hours, 15 hours, so for that time the plastic is very bad, and plastic gives toxic means poison, and if we eat poison, definitely we are going to die. Now, how it can be prevented? You know, many more things in the aquatic animals also, as we throw plastic, so that fish also eat plastic, they get means very difficulty in the respiration, so they can't survive a lot. Now, what are the ways to prevent environment degradation by plastic? We should adopt 4Rs. You know what is the meaning of 4Rs? I hope all of you have heard about this Rs: reduce, reuse, recycle, and refuse. So first of all, avoid using plastic items as far as possible. Carry steel lunch boxes and metal pencil boxes instead of plastic boxes. Use cotton and jute bags instead of plastic bags. Reuse plastic bags, bottle boxes to reduce the amount of plastic water and that is generated. Do not throw plastic into the water bodies or on the ground. Collect the disposal biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste separately. Recycle plastic. Thermoplastics such as PET can be recycled to make new items. Means, first of all, reduce the plastic. Try to reduce the plastic. Means, do not use plastic. Instead of plastic, you can take a steel, or you can take another tiffin box, another geometry box, so that will be more benefit. Instead of plastic, we can use the steel ones. Second thing, we have to refuse the plastic. As I have informed you that you should use stainless steels or steel items. Reduce the plastic. Reduce, how you will reduce? Once you have bought anything, so you can use again and again for approx 6 months the same item. As you have got a lot of plastic bag, so you can take that plastic bags in the vegetable market and you can bring vegetables in that. Means, reuse. Refuse, reuse. Reduce means, instead of plastic bag, we can take jute bag, gunny bag, for buying any other substances from the market. So we can do this type of process. And last one, reduce, reuse, refuse, and recycle. And whatever the substance can be recyclable, we should send that substance to the recycling industry. So this was our chapter. I hope all of you have understood about this plastic, fibers, synthetic fibers, and the plastics. So plastics types, uses of plastics to the environment. Can you tell me what are the difficulties we are facing towards the plastic? As I had informed you about the plastic, so plastic, this four means RS, we should apply to our life. We should stick a chart at our home: reduce, reuse, refuse, and recycle. These 4Rs we should maintain. We should inform to our society people also, we should inform to our parents also, so they can also adopt this 4Rs. That's all for today. Thank you. I hope all of you have liked this video. By this we have completed our chapter number 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Share this video with your friends so your friends can also enjoy. That's all for today. Thank you very much.